Alright guys, we're going to do a video on how to wax a snowboard. Right here I got a little bit of wax. There's a bunch of different types of wax. First of all, this is rated for 25 to 32 degrees, I believe, right around in that area. And you know, there's different ones for whatever climate you're in. I started off by putting a garbage bag down just to, you know, make cleanup a little bit easier. And to get started, I like to clean my base down. Now, there's a lot of companies out there that have base cleaners. They're a little bit more expensive, and you know, I don't really feel that they're necessary. So I just take some water and just give her a good wipe down, just to get some dirt and grime out of there, you know. Okay, I already started by heating up my iron. So this little demon, you can pick it up for pretty cheap at your local sports store or whatever. It works great, and it doesn't have the holes, all the holes in it. Makes it easier. So first, I like to start by just dripping wax all over the board. Now you want to make sure to get good coverage throughout the whole thing. Alright, so this right here is plenty of wax. Next, you just take your iron across your whole board and get everything. You want to circle it, make nice even strokes to spread the wax throughout the entire base. It's important to get the corners too of it, over here and over here, because that's typically where your base tends to dry out the quickest. Don't forget to turn your iron off. You don't want to burn your house down. Got some good coverage. As you can see, my board's pretty thrashed. This is the Rome mod rocker, by the way. Did a P-Tex job earlier on it and felt that it would be a good idea to give it some wax. So I like to let the wax sit in the base, let it cool down a little bit. Alright, so the wax is dried. Now we're gonna take a scraper. This came with the iron. It's got a nice little file edge on it, and you're gonna take it. I like to scrape in the direction that the board's going and continue to scrape in that way the entire time. So we'll get started. Nothing's easier. Take sideways, take across. You know. This is a wool buff pad. I'm just doing nice little circles. Give it a nice even finish. Guys, I can't really stress enough how important it is to wax your board. You know, people buy rub-on wax and thinking it's gonna do it justice, and it's, you know, they're really just wasting their money. You're better off just hot waxing it. It doesn't take too long. It's not very expensive, and there's not much worse than a dry base. So, like I said, there's a bunch of different types of waxes. Typically, I like to wax my board about once every 3 rides. I do. I ride a lot of parks, so it comes off on rails pretty easily. And another important thing, when you're done waxing, you're gonna have a bunch of runoff on your edges. Just take your scraper, run it across your edges real quick. Simple as that. That's all you need to do. See, when you're done, or when you think you're done, take your hand across it. It's really easy to miss a spot, especially with this blue wax, because it blends in really easily. So just make sure you get everything, because if you don't, you're gonna get to the hill and you in one spot your board's gonna be slow, you know, and it's kind of defeats the purpose. So just like that. And that's about it. And what's nice here too is if you do a good job, you're gonna have tons of shavings left over. You know, if you have a buddy who doesn't have a hot waxer, it's nice to keep. I usually keep them and hook a friend up. Just give them a, you know, easy, cheap wax real quick. Instead of, you know, paying for a bar. It's always good to reuse, especially if you plan on waxing your board a lot. You know, the bar wax goes a lot quicker than you'd think. So, yep, we're all done here. You know, enjoy your fresh wax board, and don't forget, if you treat your girl right, she's gonna treat you even better back out on the hills.